Now, from the home of the Raiders, since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday Night Primetime. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow, yellow. 50, yellow, 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 yellow. What's that?
Off the play fake. Mahomes. He's going to air one out right away. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 52 yards. First down throw. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Eric Stutz to the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And, Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Chiefs, nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes Worthy to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Attack, attack! All right. Hey, 57. Attack, attack! 15, 15!
On first down, it's Mahomes. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. 3rd down coming up.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
That is Incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Yellow, yellow. Why? I don't need to.
They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Ole Miss. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
What's that?
Here's Genty. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
What's that?
Goff. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. That is George Karlaftis in for the sack. He registers number 14 on the year. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. This about as short as you can get. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Raiders will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Mahomes. Going up top. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And some good blocking, springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Every Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. They'll start with an option play to the right. And he'll give it up on the pitch. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard. From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Mahomes, flushed to his left. He keeps it himself, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Patrick to throw, moving left. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20.
1st down, Kansas City.
They send a receiver in motion left. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. That one, take it in. Danny Gray. Touchdown, KC.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Genchi. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for Las Vegas. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll find Genchi out of the backfield. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A big play there for the Raiders.
That's another
47 yards.
1st down.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
180.
But the fullback trying to power it home. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
On the tackle.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 10-8 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal.
180.
Genty. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. Last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Obama. Cornell.
Now, Goff. He pulls it in around the 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Big play for KC. 38 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A throw on the move is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Max Crosby. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
Yellow.
Now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
15.
Mahomes to throw it on 4th down. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's 4th down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas. That touchdown number 19 on the year. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
down these two. Fall down these two. Boy!
A first down throw for Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 49.
Play action here. Mahomes. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on fourth and short, this coach has a decision.
And he's going to have the Chiefs first down as he pushes forward for a couple on fourth and inches.
First down. A pickup of 2 yards. First down.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Forced out left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. A pickup there of 25 yards. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner?
The pressure is too much, and he goes down.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this first and 10. On play action, Goff. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Whirling.
On first and 10, here's Goff. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Listen. 180. 4 down. Hey, 5. Hey, lift. Value 3. Value turbo.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genti. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
180. 11. Motion. What's that?
From the gun, it's Goff. First down throw there is incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here to talk things over before third down.
Hold on. Check. Here we go. Wait, quick. Take. Motion.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Escaping to his left. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on third and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And that is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is brought in. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
180, DC.
On first down, it's Goff. Going for it all. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Raiders.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes Worthy to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
First and 10 at
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Second and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Moving to his left. The ball comes out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return is Dante Thornton. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Cut. White 20. Hey, kill.
Goff to throw on 1st down. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's very close to a 1st down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
On the pickup.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
A loss of
3rd
2
down
yards.
and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
180. 11.
Here's Goff. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And a Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Tonight. 180. Shell. Turbos.
Run right up the gut of Jensen. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way. 3rd and 11.
What? 20. Louis. What?
Throwing here is Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Here's a short throw, caught by Wiley. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Yellow. 180. Attack, attack.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
A gain of 6.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not.
Good blocking, and he's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
They're going to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion ties this game up.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
76, tell him. Right. Attack.
Goff to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Genty. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. 3rd down, 3 to go.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now, Goff. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
We go tonight.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards.
We go.
On 1st and 10, it's Genty. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. He'll go play action with Goff. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Slot man in motion right. On the move left. Taking off. And nice work there. Going to a slide. Gain about 7. From the 21. Here's 2nd down and 3. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it. And it brings up 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play action here. Mahomes moving to his right, and that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll send Worthy in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He's got room past the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
The 45-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the 1st down.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Attack!
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down in Kansas City.
Here's Mahomes. Forced out wide. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Gray brought in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. Out to his right. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
Mahomes' pass intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Four now.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Goff. He's going to air this one out. That is caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 91 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This fielded at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Now, Mahomes. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Yellow. Right side.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand.
180! Now you take 17!
On 1st down, it's Goff. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd
Ball on the
and
28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Two. 76, tell him. Maverick wall.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this off to Genty. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Raider 1st down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. He'll run. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here is first and goal. They'll run with Genty. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Las Vegas. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 44, Chiefs 37.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and